Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
Over the past few days, there has been a lot of talk and criticism around an Allahabad High Court judgment. In this case, basically, the High Court reduced the sentence handed down to a man convicted of forcing a child to perform an oral sexual act on him. The court ruled that it would not fall under the definition of aggravated sexual assault. So, in today's episode of KYC or Know Your Constitution, I'll explain to you what this case was about and why there's such a huge controversy around. Now, here's what happened in this case. In March 2016, one Sonu Kushwaha had taken a boy aged around 10 years to a temple. He gave him 20 rupees and forced the boy to perform oral sex on him. When the boy told his family about the incident, his father filed a complaint leading to Kushwaha's arrest and then prosecution. He was tried for the offence. Now, the trial court found Kushwaha guilty of aggravated sexual assault under Section 6 of the POCSO Act, among other things, and he was sentenced to 10 years of jail term. He was also found guilty under provisions of the Indian Penal Code like Section 377, which is unnatural sexual offences, and 506 of the Indian Penal Code. Now, Kushwaha filed an appeal against this in the Allahabad High Court, and this is where the controversy arose because the High Court ruled that Kushwaha was actually not guilty of aggravated sexual assault but only of penetrative sexual assault under the POCSO Act. And what this did was the court reduced his jail term from 10 years to 7 years. Now, to explain this, let me first tell you the difference between the two offences. We know that POCSO, the Act, the law came about because sexual offences against children were not adequately addressed by the existing laws at that time. So, the law was made to protect the children from offences of sexual assault, sexual harassment and pornography, and to make special courts for such offences too. It was enacted keeping in mind Article 15 of the Constitution, which allows the government to make special provisions for women and children. Now, under this law, Sections 3 and 4 talk about penetrative sexual assault. Among other things, the definition of penetrative sexual assault includes an instance in which anybody penetrates his penis into the vagina, mouth, urethra or anus of a child or makes the child do so with him. As for aggravated penetrative sexual assault, you can see the provision on your screens right now. It lists down 21 instances when penetrative sexual assault would amount to aggravated penetrative sexual assault. So, for example, when, say, a police officer commits penetrative sexual assault on a child within a police station, or when a public servant commits penetrative sexual assault on a child, or say when someone commits a penetrative sexual assault on a child and attempts to murder him, etc. So, it lists down such instances. The difference between the two is that aggravated offences under the POCSO Act carry more severe punishment. So, when the Act was initially made, it had a minimum punishment of 7 years for penetrative sexual assault and a minimum punishment of 10 years for aggravated penetrative sexual assault. The maximum punishment was for both was life imprisonment at that time. In 2019, of course, the law was amended, was made more stringent, and minimum punishment for aggravated penetrative sexual assault was increased to 20 years, and the maximum now is death penalty. For penetrative sexual assault as well, the minimum sentence was increased to 10 years in jail. Right now, earlier was 7 years, and if the child was under 16 years of age at the time, then the minimum sentence is 20 years imprisonment. So, you see the difference between the two provisions. Now, why is there a controversy around this case? This is because several experts have since pointed out that this was in fact a case of aggravated penetrative sexual assault. So, Kushwaha should have been awarded 10 years instead of 7 years. And why so? Because Section 5, Clause M of the POCSO Act, according to this provision, any penetrative sexual assault on a child below the age of 12 years will be an aggravated penetrative sexual assault. In this case, the survivor was around 10 years old at the time of the offence when Kushwaha forced him to perform oral sex on him. Kushwaha should have therefore been held guilty of aggravated penetrative sexual assault. That's what experts have since pointed out. But in the judgment, the court did not explain how or why Section 5M does not apply to this case, despite the fact that there was no dispute as to how old the survivor and the child in this case was. Of course, this decision can still be challenged. It's a High Court judgment, so the Uttar Pradesh government can file an appeal or a review, or even the Attorney General or National Commission for Women can take the matter to the Supreme Court. In fact, just to let you know, the National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights has already written a letter to the UP government asking it to file an urgent appeal against this judgment in the Supreme Court. Now, let me just clarify here for a bit that there have since been several social media posts doing the rounds which say things like the High Court refused to treat oral sex with a minor as serious sexual assault. But that isn't what the judgment actually said, like I explained. So these posts aren't exactly accurate as well. This is Apurva Mandhani for The Print. For more such videos, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.